and want this. Touch gloves. Let's go to work.
2 shared victories, many early. So eyes on the from Croatia, former star junior basketball player.
Sharp, but this is what we kind of expected from Hrgovic now. He's big.
He times that right, Hrgovic. He has a free shot, but if Adelaide at the minute, but also for Hrgovic, who's coming on strong.
But not the amateur.
To the body straight away. Something that Hrgovic has to be aware of.
As well of Adelaide trying to really utilise his decent work from Adelaide too.
Yeah, right idea to throw that 1-2 there. Adelaide's
yeah, both ring live on.
He's Adelaide, but he started centre of the ring trying to with that jab so he can follow it through with the right hand.
Well, Andy Lee was talking about those legs punching upwards, and that's hard to defend against as well. So
with Nikolai Valoev, patience, Hrgovic.
His hand and leaned in a little bit, but blocked it.
He is controlling the pace and the tempo of this fight. And
Sanchez up in the Big Bear Mountains over California.
But Hrgovic, I think, he's coming on strong here. Nice solid.
He can box, and he's a hard
accelerating with his shots is something that'll really
head and body early, really testing big stage. And for big
and Booth being within the corner, and I think that wide stance and it's the low left hand I worry about with the man with such a good long right hand.
Hrgovic has all the professional handed. Adelaide getting one in at the end, but
don't wind it up so much. Let it go. Be free. Be free.
The world heavyweight title, the brothers, hasn't quite worked out that way. One defeat to Daniel Duboic's, one defeat coming in Riyadh. So
Hrgovic just walk you down and line you up with that jab for that right hand.
Right eye of Hrgovic. It's nasty. It punching up and sliced it open.
Oh, good shot from Hrgovic.
Bloody mask.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Really spurred Hrgovic into action. David Hay and Tyson Fury is going, and the jab.
Good from Adelaide there, because he dipped low when he threw the left hook.
And a nice
turning your hips into the shot.
Right hand.
And whipping in the body shots as well, Hrgovic.
Well, I'll tell you what, a little note on the shot that caused it. It was a lovely
wins. He's got to be careful here. The British fighter. Body shot.
Body shot, the chopping right hand.
Oh! Look at these. Bloody and brutal action here in the second round. David Adeleye getting that left hook going.
Maybe for a counter, but just
between rounds. But that is a nasty confidence to David Adeleye. But he needs to keep from the hip, the pair of them, and
that left hook, and that is the shot.
David just took a good shot there and didn't even blink.
Following in the line of the Klitschko.
Just don't like just the way he just sneaking back a little bit, Adelaide.
And it's come back to haunt him, and they're going to have to
right hand there.
Well, he's dangerous. Hrgovic's face up by a whisker.
I tell you what, he's confident to sit on the rope, though.
He feint with the jab and then throw the left hook. Looks to parry that.
Have they got long enough to sort that cut out? I'm not sure.
It's not a good one. Terrible cut.
He went on a bit of a wander when he fought Kalo here with the ringside doctor.
Adam, he's got so much.
And
yeah,
that's Hrgovic Hrgovic might make a mistake here, rush his work.
Throwing decent leather and keeping his nerve here.
Slipping and sliding, putting out of range, seeing their smart, good aim required.
There's that right hand and a body shot.
A bit quicker with that counter left hook. He just missed a couple of times, Adelaide.
He stood up before he threw that left hook there, Adelaide. That's where he got caught.
He's been found wanting at times, not been
left hook.
Wow!
He has to just be safe. I think he's got to be active as well.
Sanchez, who of course guided Gennady Golovkin.
Just managing to take the sting out of the shot, Adelaide, even when he's backed on the rope.
Got questions to answer here, the 28-year-old from uncharted territory. It's a good 13 knockouts.
Busy enough. I'd like to see him just let his hand go.
It's good for Hrgovic. Yeah, clever from David Adeleye, who's going up.
Down with that right. More of the same. He carries his lead hand low, left hook upstairs, damage that eye.
And he's just turning on his left shoulder. He was
very dangerous with the shot in the first round.
From Hrgovic. Good shot. Hrgovic has to take it and comes back. This one.
Busier. Hrgovic also chopped down with that right hand. Look at his left hook right at the end, right on the on. To play for here.
Said they'd steal the show tonight. Zagreb. And it's fight number 16 for Andy. Is seeing it. Hrgovic with the slight.
Look at these guys. Adelaide, you just want to see him be in position first, and then he punches with his hands. That's
the way that Adam Booth has got the plan here for Adam.
Free time. This is better from Adelaide. This is
and stopped Hrgovic, broke him up really. Energy that's shown from Hrgovic, but maybe arm punches like Andy.
See, just a change of pace.
For the 33-year-old from Zagreb in all white.
That's the danger shot. That's the shot that he enjoys
They
throwing.
come up with your shots. Hrgovic, I hate to call him an arm puncher. Power, you got to turn your hips, you got to turn the shoulders, like Adelaide is doing. Allow himself to get backed up, which he's been doing too often.
Well, Andy's saying, no, if he turned with the shot, Andy with the power, they get more doesn't he?
It's good.
The odds little lean back to make Adelaide miss with that uppercut.
Nice right hand.
Stay low under Hrgovic, force him to punch down negative shots. Although he's a big man and they do hurt, to really have to now, he's looking to compete and stand his ground a little bit.
Puncher. But he lacks that speed, doesn't he? And I think
That is definitely the shot, but wait for Hrgovic the third round to keep his right hand up. Look,
Puncher, but he doesn't step in with the shots. He gets his legs in. I do, but he's got to be consistent. Those shots, you don't even realise it. One of those ones.
He shots off Daniel Dubois, didn't he, for the first 3 rounds of that fight?
you've got Adelaide, look, you've got the right eye damaged badly of Hrgovic.
good work ethic, methodical pace, but constantly.
Consistency at Hrgovic, maybe under Abel Sanchez. Back to Saudi Arabia, and he hasn't got
Rangy with that lead hand, you see there, just chopping down with the left hook. But I just want to see it.
from the Croatian. He's
Projection, they'll sort of roll into the shot.
David Adeleye, a right hand and another body shot. Starting
On
to
the temple, round the side. Oh, good one too.
lovely work.
The long shot, the 1-2 down the middle, and Adelaide just a lack of experience.
Gone about his work sensibly. He's been busy.
Well, they've done a great job with the eye. I can't believe that's been patched up. Consistent in much of his pro career so far. We're really British champion in the heavyweight division now.
Right, and that's why this opportunity is so nice here from Adelaide. He's got to get going. Work.
Hrgovic, he has a really good chin, Hrgovic, so you've got to hit him with that whipping.
Hrgovic, how much are they taking out of David?
Tell you what, the accuracy's been good from Hrgovic. He began a bit wider with the
Coley shouting out instructions.
just that. Since that cut, he's just
He hasn't really been shook up yet, so. But they are scoring, as Andy was saying, come from a low.
Minute and a half left of the fifth, and he needs a bit of success here.
saying it all week, hasn't he? Let's get down to business. And he's done
There from Hrgovic again, really turned their hand over.
Can he sustain it?
Adelaide to do that.
Very well.
Yeah, he's controlled the pace, doesn't mean they're not winning in the fight.
I tell you what, winning these rounds. David Adeleye shipping punches, but coming back, elbow.
You feel frustrated at times. You want to see him work more. Hrgovic, as I said in that round, he's been...
Whatever happens, he's taken this so seriously. Side Joseph Parker, they're all coming in. David Adeleye is at ringside, surely do.
Sorry, Hrgovic is well schooled, but what you do as well when you get tired, you stand up, you don't stay low.
Throw that many in the first half of a fight before. I think that...
he's not turning into the shot to knock you cold, but they do wear you down.
What it will do to your tank, you've got to go for it, haven't you?
I think so. It's good from him there, just making Hrgovic think, just slow him down for a half a second.
Anything can happen.
Mouth-watering matchup. Hamza Shiraz has just taken to Hrgovic. You have to agree with him. The 3 judges...
You know, when you're wasting shots, you're burning unnecessary energy, and he's not punches thrown. 274, and again...
It's great now for Filip Hrgovic.
Taking another good left
He said he shouldn't have done it. He was not well going into it, but Dubois...
Good uppercut there from Hrgovic. They're not heavy shots. Well, they are heavy shots. They're not...
Shakes his head again. David Adeleye tries to come back.
It's not enough.
But I'm really impressed with Hrgovic, because
that was nice counter right hand.
Half a second, you've got to gap the throw.
More of the same, isn't it? Look, he had a little go.
He knows, doesn't he?
And how badly do you want it? Courage. He's got the ability. Look, you can see it's there. Wave and then break his heart again.
Yeah, he's got to go.
In the 7th round, responding to us. So debilitating for Adeleye.
He is, clearly. It's having that faith and that trust to keep it long. Adelaide hasn't an answer for that yet.
But we remember when Justice Hooney was at Ipswich the other.
Because if I'm in that corner, too much has gone out of the tank. He's taking too much punishment. There you go.
We can let the shots go. Good left hook.
Hrgovic back with body and head shots, chipping away.
We're saying what Adelaide's got to do, but it's more of the same if you're Hrgovic. Just keep
careful of an Adelaide response, which he did.
And he's missed with a few, but At least he's letting that shot go.
Like that from Fabio Wardley.
Well, he asked for it, and
And then come back.
he just got to keep.
He's starting to load up a little bit as well. Sharp.
But when you're tired, like
Again, swinging away with the
he
hooks.
got caught there, Adelaide.
Yep.
See him doing it on the front foot.
Good solid right hand there from Hrgovic and following.
Big bear, and I think that's given.
As much as we're willing. Adelaide, good right hand, the leg.
He sticks his tongue out, and he walks into a monstrous, brave as anybody. He'll be correct.
Of Adelaide, and again.
Brilliant here. Oh! And a left hand.
And again.
Filip Hrgovic tonight, who's beginning to tee off a bit. Adelaide, and Hrgovic might go. Hold on.
Got to try and
here.
he turned him. Well done. Well
Look
done.
at this. Here. He's got a good chin. Getting down his resilience.
What a round.
Oh, good response here from
New lease of life when he needed it. And he's
Unsteady.
He was shaken there. Goes downstairs and he frowned. He just sticks his tongue out at it from start to finish. And he's done it against the gets his hands up there, Adelaide, but he can't see them.
with no regard for your health.
Hrgovic. Great body shot. Now Adelaide's in trouble again.
Talbot. Yeah, look at that, right on the temple. What for a left hook. Lawrence Okoli in the background.
What was it, 20, 30 punches non-stop?
Hrgovic a mile ahead on points. Trying to pace himself. Hrgovic, though, choose that, and that's what makes him exciting.
But also, you can't give Adelaide.
It's also of dizziness, rhythm, as I've seen Hrgovic. Maybe fighting the winner of the weighted Talma match.
Stay low. Throw that jab upwards and then throw that right hand over the top.
Really turned the hips into the shot like he did there, missing
And
that.
the guts of David Adeleye, and some good technique.
Back downstairs, good.
Adelaide, some impetus to come forward either.
Good tempo to his boxing, Hrgovic.
A quieter, calmer round after the
Missing that right hook again, Hrgovic.
Dinger for the final round.
Jabbing, right hand over the top. And for that left hook again, I think you've got to keep him on the ropes here.
And that's good work again from Hrgovic. Good accuracy. Good cracker of a right hand, but back.
Survived. Well done to the red corner.
Can he get that left hook back into play? Yes, you're looking at those stats we see a moment ago. He needs to be busy.
Oh, I'd feel if I was Hrgovic, because this is
There was some worrying moments at times.
He withstood some punishment from David Adeleye, and he's got to again here. 10 rounds of experience in the bank for the keeping David Adeleye in this, under the cosh for so much of it. Puff as well, I should imagine. He's put so much in, and Hrgovic.
But showed so much heart. A good chin as well. He's taken
I
a
would say that much.
I guess, you could look at the scorecard at the end.
Into on a street corner, Filip Hrgovic. He's a tough one of these big left hooks, and he's trying so desperately.
He's trying to creep forward now, isn't he, Adelaide?
Neat, tidy boxing, Barry.
Yeah, but you know what? Except for
You can't buy this.
No, you can't, and it's what you take.
A chance, maybe.
Lead for Filip Hrgovic.
about himself and how he copes with pressure. Because I think it's been a good watch for us. And Adelaide's
Hrgovic did what he needed to do tonight.
when he's walking you forward, he sort of sits in the back on that back foot. No, just trying to draw.
Say here that Adelaide's fought out of his skin, so albeit he's worked harder, he's shown he can hurt someone of Hrgovic's more he could have done. So
And he's in another really interesting fight with Animal Hrgovic.
see him busier. Hrgovic also chopped down with that right hand. Look at his left hook right at the end, right on the on. To play for here.
Good work ethic, methodical pace, but constantly.
You feel frustrated at times. You want to see him work more. Hrgovic, as I said in that round, he's been acting more of the same, isn't it? Look, he had a little go.
Good solid right hand there from Hrgovic and following.
Of Adelaide, and again Talbot. Yeah, look at that, right on the temple. What for a left hook. Lawrence Okoli in the background.
What was it, 20, 30 punches non-stop?
Good cracker of a right hand, but back.